Happy Truthful Tuesday, Moonbeams. Luna popping in on this wonderful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon. I hope you are making a great day. Sidebar. I also hope you have remembered to take your meds. I did today. To hydrate and to use sunscreen. I wanted to pop in to answer one of the most common questions that I've gotten about nomad life and critters. Luna, how do you keep critters and rodents from your vehicle? As a van lifer for a year, I never encountered any rodents in my vehicle. And now, being in the RV for just 2 weeks now, I haven't experienced any issues with rodents, and I don't anticipate experiencing any issues with rodents. And I'm going to tell you why. I use natural remedies or deterrents as opposed to raid or do you hear these hummingbirds over my head? It's two of them. They're playing together. Um, as opposed to any bug spray or killer or poison because I have pets and I have to keep my pets safe and I would just be devastated if they got into one of these packets of poison that I tossed out here to keep the rodents out. So I use a more natural method. I'm out here in the forest surrounded by ponderosa pines and along with ponderosa pines come pine cones. I take my pine cones and essential oil and Google whatever rodent issue or bug issue that you may be having and find out what scent they hate and go with that scent. For ants, spiders, little creepy crawly things, a lot of them don't like cinnamon and or clove and peppermint. Clove is more difficult to find, but you can make that on your own. Just take some fresh cloves and put it in some olive oil and let it set, and you have clove oil. But for peppermint and lemongrass, yellow jackets don't like lemongrass and citrusy scents. Find out whatever your issue is. Get yourself a pine cone. And again, if you don't have access to pine cones at your feet, get these. Around Christmas time, hang on to them and use them for this purpose. This is the only thing that I use them for. I just resent them with the cinnamon leaf. Cinnamon leaf is one of my go-tos. Cinnamon leaf, just saturate it and toss it up under the in your cabinets, underneath your bed, in your undercarriage, and your storage. Put it wherever in your cabinets. Put it everywhere. And if uh, that's just one. Another one I have is I use a pouch. Make sure it's a good pouch, not a one that's sheer or where the shit's gonna fall out. Get you a decent pouch. Put you some cinnamon. If you have cinnamon in your cabinet, put a good bit in there. Put some cinnamon in here, and put several cloves in there. Tie it up. Same thing. Toss it up underneath your in your cabinets, your understorage, under your bed, wherever you want, wherever you think uh, rodents would attempt or bugs of any sort. I do it like in the whole perimeter of my bus and at the door as well. So those are the most uh, natural ways and it's inexpensive to do that. Last but not least, I have my personal spray. It's like off, but it's more natural. Water and peppermint oil. This bottle, maybe 8 to 10 drops. That's it. A bottle can last you just as long as a bottle of Raid would. You know what I mean? If you do all these other methods, you don't have to buy any of those chemicals. And remembering that I am diagnosed with multiple lung diseases, I have to be very careful with what I inhale. So the more natural approach works for me, and it's safe for my pets. But if you're going to do the spray, I have several bottles with different ones. One is lemongrass, one is camphor, one is uh, peppermint oil. You know, they're all different because they all serve different purposes. Yellow jackets, they don't like lemongrass and citrusy scents, so I have that separate as well. But I'm grateful that I don't need it because I haven't had a yellow jacket situation like I did last year. I was completely overrun with yellow jackets. This year, I didn't camp. I'm not camping at the same spot. Do you hear that? Do you hear the hummingbirds? They're just dancing above my head. But yeah, invest in a good bottle. Go to the hair store, spend the extra dollar for a decent pump. You don't want to get the one that just has the stream. You want to have the spray so you can, I can spray myself with this. This is just water and peppermint oil. I can spray myself with this and I don't have to buy off and all the other stuff that you put on yourself. You don't have to because this is a more natural approach. So I hope that has helped any of you who are considering or in this lifestyle and may be having an issue. You don't necessarily want poison, but if you want poison, hey, do what works for you. I prefer this alternative. Peace, love, and blessings. Luna out. What do you use? Let me know in the comments.